This is me and good friend Steve making our way into Chamonix to finish the 2018 edition of UTMB, the Ultra Trail Mont Blanc. This race was 5 years in the making and I couldn't believe I was finally putting this race to bed, but there was something even more important than the finish line waiting for me around the corner, and that was me proposing to my then wonderful girlfriend Liga at the finish line. And yes, you can see I could just about make it down onto one knee to do the job properly. Better still, she said yes. And this is also my wife, who said that she would never ever run a race at UTMB week because it's just too hard and too challenging. So how did she find herself on the starting line of one of the toughest mountain ultras in the world, the CCC at UTMB? So what is the CCC? It's a challenging mountain ultramarathon that forms part of the UTMB World Series Finals alongside the OCC and the UTMB itself. It's 100 kilometers in distance, so if you think about it, for example, the running track back at school that some of us were forced to run around as kids, it would be the equivalent of running 250 laps, and I'm getting dizzy just thinking about it. But that's not all. Liga will also have to climb 6,100 meters of elevation gain along the way, and to put that into perspective, that's like climbing the Eiffel Tower in Paris 18.5 times. Ooh la la! But here's what makes this race truly special. So Liga won't just be running 100 kilometers, she'll also be crossing through 3 different countries on her epic journey, starting in Courmayeur, Italy, pushing through the high passes of Switzerland, and finally racing towards that legendary finish line in Chamonix, France. So you can see this challenge is not to be taken lightly, so some serious structured and specific training is going to be needed. Okay, so what are the plans for today's session? Well, we're going to keep it pretty simple. Like I said, we only arrived yesterday. Chamonix is at 1,000 meters, so it definitely takes the body some time to acclimatise to the thinner air, as you can see, because I can't walk and talk.
It's a fragrant fire, falling in love.
That's it, keep chugging away. I know it'd be easier to stop and take a breath, but we're going to keep this rhythm going. It'll make all the difference come race day, honest.
If you say so.
Yeah. Liga was still moving well and she had plenty of running in her legs, so we pushed on for the summit and tapped out at the top. And then it was time for the fun part of the run, heading all the way down back into Chamonix along some beautiful tree-lined trails. And once we were back in town, we made a beeline for our favourite Chamonix coffee shop, Moody's. Okay, so that is the first training run completed in this year's trip. Moody's in hand and a bag of pastries. Perfect recovery food in my eyes. But what do you think to it? First training run, we did what, just under 8 miles. We did 1,045 meters of elevation and a moving time of about 2 hours 15 minutes.
Yeah,
good.
Nice little shock to the system.
Yeah. After the initial shock of the benchmark run, it was time to start building Liga's mountain fitness and confidence for the race. So we headed out on a stunning route from Valocine, which actually featured some of the most epic views of the whole training block. But it wasn't long until we were back in town, running along the famous river that leads all the way to that amazing finish line of the OCC, UTMB, and of course the CCC. With Liga's predicted race time being around 24 hours, we knew that she'd have to spend the whole night out on the trails in the mountains, and this was something that she hadn't experienced before. So on our next outing, we headed onto the trails under the cover of darkness for a nighttime adventure. We had a fantastic time out there. Liga loved being out in the mountains at night, and this training run started to build some of that confidence for the big day. But it really was strange getting back into town at 2 a.m. in the morning. And just like that, we are down and back in the centre of Chamonix. What do you think to that?
That was so much fun.
That is what I call an adventure. The next session was really going to test Liga's fitness, and it would turn out to be the longest training effort of her CCC block. Climbing up one side of the Chamonix Valley before dropping back down again and doing the same up the other side. A total of 18.63 miles with just shy of 2,000 metres of elevation gain. And I've got to say it, Liga was starting to look really strong, and it was great to see her moving so well in the mountains and feeling so positive. Super successful training run.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah, I'm amazed how good I feel, so that's given me lots of confidence.
She even ran into town to Moody's. I wasn't sure if it was just because of the coffee or because she still had run in her legs, but we thought we'd get in one last bit of head torch practice. So for this training run, we headed out at 4 a.m. with our Phoenix head torches lighting the way. As we got closer to the summit, the sun started to show its face, lighting up the beautiful snowy tops of a very impressive Mont Blanc. Liga was hiking well again, and we soon passed over the top and were running down the other side on a very steep descent. So perfect conditioning for Liga's quads with the CCC just around the corner. And just like that, we are down from the descent in one piece. And I know it's getting to be a regular occurrence. A Moody's in one hand and a bag of pastries. Pretty much all the training runs were complete now, and Liga had racked up an impressive 100 miles of mountain running with 10,000 meters of elevation. And I'd seen her go from strength to strength, both mentally and physically, and I was so proud of what she had achieved. But with the big race day rapidly approaching, there was just one more very important training run I wanted her to complete. We're getting ever closer to race day. Liga's done pretty much all her training, but we are back at the VK route today because we started off the series with the benchmark, and we're going back up that route today to see how it feels. So should we get to the base of the climb and get hiking?
Let's go.
Let's go. Still feeling good, Liga?
Yeah, all good.
Yeah, well done. It's incredible to see the transformation. You know, we've been here, what, 3 weeks? Not only in her fitness and the way she's moving, but physical transformation. Leg shape's different, quads are more developed. It is incredible how fast the body adapts to this kind of environment, it really is. But she's doing good. We've only got 1,000 feet to the top. Come on, Liga, keep pushing. How'd that feel?
Felt good.
Yeah.
Obviously got tougher at the top.
Yeah.
Where it got really steep.
Yeah.
But again, it's like day and night, isn't it? Comparing
I'll get
to
out
the
of breath.
first. Yeah.
And I reckon a good 15 minutes quicker.
You think so?
Yeah. The training's worked.
Very positive.
Yeah. Should we go and get a drink?
Yeah, let's do it.
Well done, though. Well done. So just a little downhill, back into the Chamonix Valley, and then training done.
Yeah.
Well done. And just like that, we are back down in the centre of town, and we've got the UTMB arch behind the camera. Got down in one piece, super happy about that. And that is the end of Liga's training block.
When we arrived in Courmayeur, I was quite nervous. Even though I really wanted to do it, I still had doubts in my mind, because in front of me was this big thing that I wasn't sure how it was going to go. I mean, how do you know? And every time before I do any race, it's the worst part of the race. It's worse than the actual race, or the apprehension. the days before that, been worried. At the Courmayeur, at the start, I was quite excited, but I still had some doubts.
And this is it, the big day you've been waiting for.
It feels very strange. All this start line feels so familiar because someone else has been here, you've been here, and now it's my turn. At the start line, as the music started to play, I started to get emotional, as you would, and I just knew I had to compose myself. I didn't want to get too emotional because I knew this big thing is ahead of me, so I just calmed myself down, still taking it all in, because I thought this is the moment I was waiting for. This is the moment that I've seen so many people do while I was spectating them. And I thought this is my time, so I just wanted to take it in, but still calm down and just start the race. And as soon as we started to go in, all the nerves went away. The start line and all the excitement, it felt better than I imagined it would, because I thought that it would go away instantly, but it didn't. Running through town as we kept going, it felt amazing, but I was still thinking, just keep calm, keep composed, and just, you know, get to the end.
As Liga headed out of Courmayeur on her incredible adventure, I headed back into town to pick up the supporters bus, and I couldn't help but feel a little bit apprehensive about the whole thing, because I knew what a tough environment the mountains could be, and I'd actually had a terrible experience when I took on this very race back in 2016. But I also knew that Liga had put in the hard work and all the training miles, all those mountain climbs over the training block we did in Chamonix, and she is also one tough cookie, and she was mentally and physically prepared. So I kept having to tell myself that she was going to be okay. The first section of the race was 26.6 kilometres in distance from Courmayeur to Arnuva, and Liga would have to climb her way up 1,400 metres of elevation, summiting Tête de la Tranche, passing through Refuge Bottone and Bonatti before arriving at the checkpoint in the beautiful Italian valley town of Arnuva. And she really was in for a big treat, because the trails she was going to be running on are some of the most stunning mountain trails I've ever seen.
Chamonix!
Going up the first climb and down to the first checkpoint. The climb was very steep, but I'm feeling good. On to the next checkpoint.
Right, I've made it to the first point where I'm going to be seeing Liga at Arnuva, down on this beautiful trail. Got this lovely mountain stream running beside me. This is about 26k into the race. You can see from the footage there that I ran a bit out of town with her, and I got to be honest, it was nice to keep her company out of town, but it was hard to watch her run away when she got to the trail. I know she's prepared, she's strong, she's trained so well, but you know, I totally get the stress level when I'm out here doing this and she's crewing me now, you know. So it's good to see it from the other side. But yeah, it was really tough emotionally to let her go, and it'd have been awesome to be heading out with her and running the whole race with her. But I know she'll be okay. She's more than capable, she's ready, she's fit, she's mentally strong, but it's going to be good to see her at this checkpoint. I'm going to get on the tracker and see how she's doing.
Arriving at Anuva early allowed me to see the front runners come through the checkpoint, including the likes of Petter Engdahl, Hayden Hawkes, Dakota Jones, Tony McCann and Heather Jackson, and it really is mind-blowing to see how quickly these elite athletes move in that tough mountainous terrain. But the atmosphere at the checkpoint was electric, the weather conditions were amazing, so I settled in, got comfortable, cheered the runners through and waited for Liga to arrive.
How's it going, Gary?
Yeah, good, thanks, Lloyd.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Warm out there?
It is warm, jeez.
Yeah.
Can't do nothing down.
Okay.
Just keep retching it back up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, not good.
Not what you want, mate.
No, hopefully get better.
It'll settle down.
Yeah.
Stay safe out there, mate.
How's your wife doing?
Yeah, she's on her way down.
Good.
Did you have food in there?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, I had lots of cheese
Brilliant.
and watermelon
Awesome.
and pretzels.
How are you feeling, Liga?
I feel good. I feel good. And we are going up a climb now again. The
How
first
was-
climb was very steep, but it was okay. I think all the DK training helped. Yeah, obviously we're taking it easy, close to cut-offs, but I feel good.
Just one foot in front of the other. Keep
Yeah.
ticking these hills off.
Yeah,
Checkpoint by checkpoint.
yeah,
Have a good feed at La Folle.
yeah.
Keep your eye on the time, yeah? Well, I've got to be honest. I don't know what all the fuss was about. Why was I worrying? Typical Liga style. She's crushing it. Taking it super cruisy. All the stuff we've spoken about, she's doing it. She did get stuck behind a few bottlenecks, a few slower runners, so that's why she's been quite close to the cut-off, but she actually made time up. So she got in the checkpoint 14 minutes quicker than they predicted, so she made some time up on the downhill section. Big climb up to Col Ferrer, but not as bad as the first climb, half the distance or half the elevation, and then she's got a super long descent into the next checkpoint, quite steep at the start, but then it flattens off, so I think she'll make some time up there. She's looking super fresh. Come on, Charlie, you got this, mate. Well done. She is looking, well, she's the freshest runner that I've seen come through for the last, I don't know, 3 hours. So she is going to start picking people off, doing what she does best, getting stronger as she goes. But it was so good to see her looking fresh, running strong and loving life, you know, just loving the experience. That's what we wanted. So the plan is working, but you can see the runners behind me making their way up another steep climb, and it's pretty toasty out here, about 25, 26 degrees, but Liga's dealing with it well. Right, I've got to run off and catch a bus back to Courmayeur, then Courmayeur to Chamonix, and then Chamonix to Champay-Lac. Let's get going.
The profile of CCC is exactly what it says it is, and I expected it. Because of the training we did, and when we did the 1,000-meter climbs or 2,000-meter climbs, knowing that the CCC had 6,000, I knew that that's what I had to do. So I was never thinking, how am I still climbing up this hill? I just knew that it's there, and you can't really complain about it because that's what we're all here for, climbing up those hills. Almost the second climb up, and it's tough, really tough. But hopefully we'll get better once we start going downhill. I used the mantra we've been working on in training: if it gets too tough, slow right down, but keep moving forward. Once I made it over the top, I knew I had a long runnable descent ahead, the kind that would put a smile back on my face. I soaked up the incredible mountain views as the sun began to set, making my way to the next checkpoint. I was trying to make the most of this runnable section of trail because I knew some very steep, challenging climbs were still to come.
Meanwhile, I was trying to navigate the supporters' bus service, getting from Arnuva back to Courmayeur and then on to Chamonix.
Okay, so I made it onto the bus to Champagne-Lac. Unfortunately, I got back to Courmayeur. It took me 3 hours to get from Courmayeur back to Chamonix because the tunnel was ridiculous. I've got a newfound respect for Liga crewing me these UTMB races. This is tough. But we're on the bus, we're heading to Champagne-Lac, and Liga is flying. I've been getting updates from Live Trail. She's overtaken 200-300 people. She's gone through La Folle, and now she's heading to Champagne-Lac, and she should be there at 10:20. It is 8:10, so I've got to get this bus to Auxerre and then get the bus from Auxerre up to Champagne-Lac, but we should get there in time, and now I can assist her at the checkpoint. It's going to be so good to see her. She is running so well, so controlled, so strong. She's getting faster and faster as she goes. Let's get to Champagne-Lac.
Arriving at the checkpoint was a bit of a scramble because a lot of the supporters were running late due to transport issues, and we were all worried that we were going to miss our runners and not be able to offer them any support. So I made my way inside a very familiar checkpoint and did feel quite strange seeing it from the other side as a supporter and not as a runner, but I didn't have to wait long until a certain smiley face arrived in Champagne-Lac.
Oh, that's hard work. Climbing up here, absolutely horrific. Can you just like empty it? It's hot.
Try and get some hot food.
Yeah, I have, and I'll need more.
Right. Over the top.
Yeah.
Should we get your Gino somewhere so you can access it? What do you think?
I think it'll be fine.
Yeah, I mean you've got your coat. It's
Yeah.
here, you can pull it
Yeah,
out.
I think I'll be
Just put it
fine.
over your pack if you need to, it'll probably fit.
Okay. I feel alright, it's just hard work.
You look great. You look great. Just look around you. You can see how great you look.
And I'll see you soon at Triumph. So you get down there, get out that climb, down that descent safely, and we'll see you again.
That's it. I've been using the little one, it's been fine.
Yeah. And
With all the other people there as
What
well.
I'll do is I'll put a new battery in at Triumph,
Okay, yeah.
just so you've got it, so we don't have to worry.
Yeah.
We've got this, my love. You know this section. This is it. You broke the back of it. 54k done. Get down to that next climb, another climb after that, and then you're on that last climb that we know well.
You know what?
Yeah?
Is it really weird that I'm the one running here
I
around
know.
here? How many times
It
I've
is.
seen you or someone else run past here? And now it's me.
Yeah. That's
Fun, isn't it?
Yeah, it's cool, yeah? You're the best. You're a superwoman.
Oh,
Go for it, my little superwoman.
oh my love.
Enjoy it. Keep smiling.
So good
I'm
to
with
see
you every step of the way. Every step.
I know you are. I
am.
can hear you.
And just like that, Liga disappeared back off into the night, but the fact that she looked so fresh and was moving so well really did help to calm my nerves a bit, and she was now over halfway in this epic race. But the next section was definitely going to be tough, with a challenging steep climb over the next summit before dropping down to the iconic Triumph checkpoint in Switzerland.
Well, that was all a bit frenetic at Chamonix. I managed to get there just in the nick of time because of the buses again, but we have travelled 3 countries today. So we started in Chamonix, France, we went across to Courmayeur in Italy for the start, and then Chamonix in Switzerland. Liga had covered some good distance by then, about 54 kilometres with over 3,200 metres of elevation. I've actually moved on to Trient, so she should be in any time. It is 10 past 2 in the morning. She's due in at 20 to 3. So we're going to get inside, get things set up. She's still moving really well. Once she gets down here, she's got 2 more big climbs to get up, and then it's downhill all the way to the finish.
It's at Trient where you really start to see some of the runners struggling, and at this stage of the race they have covered 71.3 kilometres and climbed around 4,500 metres of elevation. And just like all the aid stations at the CCC, the wonderful volunteers were on hand to help out these exhausted runners, keeping them fueled and hydrated as they pushed hard for that iconic Chamonix finish line.
From Chamonix, I was done. I was done at Chamonix. I was really done. Then that climb into Chamonix, it's just non-stop switchbacks. And you do one, and you turn to the left, and you see another row ahead towards you. So you go there, and you turn to the right, and you see another row ahead.
It's a tough climb.
I had enough. Yeah, I actually feel like I've perked up a bit now.
You broke the back of it now, mate.
Yeah.
Chamonix all the way, fella.
How's Liga doing?
Yeah, she's just behind you. Well done.
Okay.
It's great. Let's get you sat down. Come with me.
No. I was falling asleep at the top. I was never going to drop out of the race. I decided that, and I never felt like dropping out of the race, but I had many doubts about making the cut-off times, especially in the second half of the race. I kept doubting whether I can actually make it, and I was quite worried about it. And before the La Flégère checkpoint, I was convinced I wasn't going to make it, but I still kept going, just in case I still had a few minutes.
You've got this, my lovely. Don't let the cut-offs pressurise you, but just keep an eye on them, yeah?
Yeah.
You've got this, boo. Everybody's with you, yeah?
Right now I feel fine,
Yeah.
but literally having so many ups and downs. When I'm going up, I'm worried I'm not going to make it to the cut-off, and then I'm running down and it's like, oh, maybe I can make it. So I've been feeling like that for the last 3 climbs. So hopefully this one will feel better.
Well, it used to be learned from the 3 previous ones that what you're doing is perfect. Yeah?
Yeah,
You're beating the cut-offs by a long way, so
yeah.
let's do the same on this one. And then it's one last climb. I'll see you in Vallecine, yeah?
See you then.
Keep everything controlled. You're doing so well, love. Super strong, so impressive. Okay, so it is official now. My wife is a superhero. She just blows my mind, you know. She's starting to suffer, obviously. We're 70 kilometers into the race. She's gone up a lot of elevation, but she's still way ahead of those cutoffs. So about 40 minutes to spare there, leaving Trient on her way to Vallecine. Just walked out with her. There's still runners coming in behind me, and they're only just going to make that cutoff. They've got 20 minutes to get in and out and to be heading on their way. But yeah, definitely struggling. The stomach is starting to turn, but we got some noodles in her and some watermelon and some pretzels, and that all went down really well. Plus she's got some fuel for on the way to Vallecine. But we're going to go and find the bus, and we're heading for that final big checkpoint, and then it is the last big climb up to La Flégère, and then we're heading down to Chamonix. I am so proud of her. It is, you know, I haven't got words to describe how proud I am. You know, the performance is amazing. She is one tough cookie, that's for sure. Let's get to that bus.
The buses seemed a lot more organised this time round, so I didn't have to wait long and I was on my way to Vallecine. However, Liga would have a much more challenging route to make it to that checkpoint, with the climb out of Trient being one of the steepest and most challenging climbs of the race, and that's with just over 70 kilometers in her legs. But on the plus side, the sun is soon to be coming up, and I'm sure that's going to give her a big lift of energy, which will help her over that big summit. And then she's dropping downhill all the way to the final big checkpoint of the CCC. On entering the Vallecine checkpoint, this is where you really start to see some of the runners looking in a pretty bad way, and I would say it was more like a war zone than a running race. So there was lots of runners being helped by their crews, trying to force down some much needed calories to help them over that final hurdle, or even finding a space on the floor to grab a quick power nap. Whatever it took to get them to that finish line. And I'm not gonna lie, there was a few nervous minutes waiting for Liga to arrive because those dreaded cut-offs were creeping ever closer, but in true Liga style, she appeared from around the corner with a big smile on her face, which was absolutely awesome to see.
You're a superstar. Let's just get you as much time in the bag. I think you're right.
We were slightly pushed for time in Vallecine, so I quickly filled up Liga's soft flask with water and electrolyte while she was off trying to grab some food. And at this point of the race, Liga really was on a mission and nothing was going to stop her from here. So after literally only 2 or 3 minutes in that checkpoint, she had her race vest back on and she was out on the trails pushing for that final climb.
So how was it? How was that last climb and descent?
Not nice. It was, I mean, so steep.
Yeah.
You keep going on about the first climb, they're all steep.
But now you're on a part of the course you know really well. And the sun's up. You're looking so good, so strong. You've run just a great race. Let's just finish it off.
Yeah.
Let's be safe. Run the bits you can. Hike with intent on the other bits, and then a nice safe descent into
Chamonix.
yes.
And just like that, Liga started running again. With all around her suffering, she just dug in and pushed on, which was so impressive to watch. And I could see it in her eyes. She was super determined, and there was no way she wasn't going to make it through that final cut-off.
I'm just hoping we've still got a chance to finish it
You've
on
got
time.
a chance. You're moving forward, mate.
Cool. Is the missus there already?
Yes, he's just up ahead.
Brilliant.
Mate.
She's done a great job.
She's run a good race.
Yeah, I actually gave up at one point, and then I thought, no, I've still got time, so smashed it.
Go and get it, mate.
Go
and enjoy that finish.
We'll
Great
try.
effort. Get up that bloody hill and get it finished.
I got this.
Go on, mate. You've got it. Go on.
Yeah, so I did take the easy way up to La Flégère. I was going to hike up, but I got delayed by the bus again. So we jumped in the cable car out of town. And we have come up to this beautiful viewing spot, and we are going to meet Liga here. And she should be here in roughly an hour and 15 minutes. The final climb, she'll cross the summit, and then she is heading down all the way to that iconic arch in the centre of Chamonix. I can't wait. It's going to be an awesome moment.
How's Liga going?
She's good. She's not far behind.
Excellent. I am loving this race. This is everything is good. Just gone perfect for me.
It's lovely when a plan comes together.
Yeah,
isn't
it is. Nutrition, hydration,
Yeah,
a little bit of blisters, but hey, it's still fun.
Yeah. of
Breathtaking
course.
views.
Yeah, no, I'm glad to hear it's gone well, mate.
Yeah.
Well, last little bit of hill, downhill, stay safe,
I will.
and then soak up that amazing finish.
Yeah, thanks for the motivation, mate.
See you down there, mate. Well done. How's it going, the boys from the USA?
We are doing good. The final push.
That's
We are
it.
pushing.
Literally the final push.
The final push. Then we just got to roll downhill.
That's it. How does it feel?
Feels okay. The all four wheels kind of fell off the car and in Chamonix, but we were able to regroup and able to carry on.
So we proved one thing today, Matthew, that maths, when you're fatigued, doesn't work.
Ignore the maths when you get
Ignore the maths.
Don't even bother.
That's today's lesson, isn't it?
What you do is you listen to Stephen Cousins from Phil Marriott. No, hang on, that's not right. You listen to Lloyd Purvis from Run for Adventure. Yeah, God. At Valorsine I was done again. My maths was told me I was never going to make it. There's no way I'm getting to here. A calm, cool head.
Exactly.
All it takes sometimes at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Stay cool and calm, keep moving forward, and you're going to get there with plenty of time. You can sit down and have lunch.
I might have an orangina or a clock at the top of here.
I like it, I like it.
It was awesome bumping into followers of the channel along the route and giving them some positive energy. But at this point in the race, all I wanted to see was Liga hiking her way out of the tree line. And just like that, there she was. And it was so good to see her on the final stages of the last big climb, knowing that she had pretty much achieved her goal. And it was a very, very proud moment. But there was still some work to be done before we could really celebrate. So Liga kept her head down and pushed hard for that final summit.
To La Flégère, I was so relieved because I knew I've done it. And I know there were 7 kilometers still to go, but I knew I had time. And if anything, I just relaxed a bit, took it easy, and just made sure that I take it all in. And I was just so pleased. The last climb from Valorsine to La Flégère, that was the time when I thought that I wasn't going to make it because of the cut-off times, but I was actually way ahead of the cut-off times that I thought I was. So once I got to La Flégère, I knew I've done it, and it was fantastic to get down to the town and then seeing all the people cheering, seeing all the wonderful supporters and friends at the finish line, cheering me on, and it was just fantastic to get to that finish line, and it made it all worth it.
Paldies, paldies!
Straight on, straight on. Let's see. Superhero. You gotta present it, you gotta present
it. Before the race, during all the training, we worked on all the nutrition and hydration, and the main thing was to just keep eating, keep hydrating, and that's what I did throughout the race. Obviously, towards the end of the race, it's harder to fuel, but I still made sure that I had something, that I took something, even if it's 3 little pretzels. Whether if I felt like I can't eat the whole gel, I would sip tiny little bits at the time, and I could then manage to get it down, and that gave me lots of energy. So sticking to the plan definitely got me around. I just kept running, or hiking up, looking around, thinking, how am I here? And I felt so grateful that I actually had entered the race just to be there and see it all. It just blew my mind the whole time. The best finish line I've ever had. The way I felt, looking back, what I've just been through, I can't really describe it. It was the best finish line.
She's a superstar. Oh yeah, superstar. Well done. Well done for that. Well done for the race. Well done for the perfect race. Well done for being such a lovely wife.
Thanks for all your help.
That's all right.
Your help.
It was just awesome to watch, awesome to witness the perfectly executed CCC race at UTMB. So as you make your way up the final hill, how's it feeling?
Relieved. I feel crazy. I'm not quite sure why I do this, but I'm sure I'll sign up to do another race soon.
I reckon when you get into Chamonix and you're running up that finishing chute, you'll know exactly why you do it.
You're damn right. You're damn right.
Go and get that finish, mate.
Thanks, buddy.
Well
Appreciate
done.
it.
Great effort.
Thank you very much.
This is the support crew dream team. They've kept me company. Oh, wait a minute. Let's not forget this one.
Hi! I'm famous!
Getting there, suffering a little bit, but we'll get round.
Final push, eh?
Yeah,
final push,
mate.
Just stay safe now.
Yeah.
It's in the bag.
That's it.
Enjoy it, mate.
Thanks,
well
mate.
done.
Cheers,
Top
buddy.
effort. Top effort.